Welcome. How to enter the kingdom of God now while in the physical body on earth. First, where is the kingdom of God? Is it a physical place? How to enter the kingdom of God? Well, lucky for us, Jesus said this about where the kingdom of God is. This is in Luke 17, verse 20 to 21. He said this: the kingdom of God does not come with observation, nor will they say, see here or see there. For the kingdom of God is within you, not outside, not in the sky. It's not on the top of a mountain, on the side of a cliff, in a monastery, or in a cave. It's closer than you think. It's right within you. So you don't have to go anywhere to find the kingdom of God. It's right within you. And also in the Gospel of Thomas, the Gnostic text in verse 3, this is not included in the Bible. It said this: if your leaders or your teacher or your guide should say to you, the kingdom of the Father is in the sky, the bird will precede you. If they say it's in the sea, the fishes will precede you. Rather, the kingdom of God is within you and it's outside of you. Outside. That's new. That wasn't in Luke. So let's continue, because as we continue, this will be clarified. He went on to say, when you know yourself, then you will be known, and you will realize, or you will understand, that you're a child of the living Father. But if you do not know yourself, you live in poverty, and you are that poverty. This is deep. That means it's very important to know yourself. Because if you do not know yourself, you don't know God. You do not know yourself, you live in poverty. And you are that poverty. This is deep. Look, when you know yourself, that means you know what's real deep down within you. And knowing what's real deep down within you allow you to see what's real on the outside of you, what's real in the rest of the universe. So knowing yourself give you that insight. That means God is in you and God is outside of you. So in knowing yourself like this, seeing and knowing the real power, the real energy, the real force of the foundation of the universe, of what's real, you realize it is the same power that's flowing through you, flowing to the universe, flowing through everything. It's the same material you're made of. Same material, the foundation of what is real is the same thing within you. This power, this energy is the creative power that's everywhere, inside, outside. Remember this. God is everywhere. So if God is everywhere, that means his kingdom is everywhere. Wherever God is, that's God's domain. So If it's inside of you, that means the kingdom of God is inside of you. And when you can see that inside of you, and you can see that same power right through the universe, that means the kingdom is also there, right throughout the universe. Now, is this a physical place? Is the kingdom of God a physical place? The answer to that is no, because it's within you. And also in John 18, verse 36, he said, my kingdom is not of this world. So that gives you the answer right there. How to enter the kingdom of heaven or the kingdom of God? Well, we're lucky because Jesus gave this answer to Nicodemus. This is what he said to Nicodemus. No one can see the kingdom of God unless he's born again. When Nicodemus heard this, he kind of freaked out a little bit. He said, Nicodemus asked this question. He said, how can a man be born when he's old? Can he enter a second time into his mother's womb? So, for him to ask that question is like, what's happening here? And then Jesus answered and said this: no one can enter the kingdom of God unless he's born again of the water and the Spirit. And the Spirit. That means this is not on a physical level. This is on a spiritual level. Nicodemus was thinking on a physical level, on the earthly level, on the flesh level. But Jesus was talking about a spiritual level. So that's why he could not understand that kind of language when he's saying, you can't enter unless you're born again. So this leads to the other question. What does it mean to be born again? This is a radical transformation mentally and spiritually. This is rebirth spiritually and mentally. This is becoming the child of the living Father. This is moving beyond the physical. This is moving beyond the flesh. This is moving beyond the earth. A new way of seeing things, a new way of thinking, a new way of understanding. To be born again is to know God. And to know God, you got to be born again. To know all this, you got to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, then, as he say, you live in poverty. But when you know all this, that's when you enter into the kingdom. So it's recognition of this powerful energy, this powerful force within you, seeing and knowing without any doubt in the mind that this is your maker, that this is your Father, this is your creator, that you are the offspring, you are the son, that your home is here. You're fully protected. You're secure in this environment, and you get all the blessing, all the benefit that comes with being a child of the living Father, with being born again, with knowing yourself. So this is entering into the kingdom of God. When you become a child of the living Father, you are living in the kingdom. When you know yourself, you know God. This is becoming a child, becoming a son, becoming a daughter of the most powerful force in the universe, most powerful energy in the universe. This is the top of the top. There's nothing beyond this. So once you know yourself, you enter the highest level, which is the kingdom of God. You enter into this level, and all the benefit, as I say, that comes with entering this place, you will get. You no longer live in poverty because you know exactly what is what and how to go about achieving everything full of clarity. So knowing yourself, or knowing thyself, or being born again, becoming a child of what's real. Once you become that, then you disregard the physical body. You become a spiritual being. You're no longer living on the physical level. You realize that what's real is God within you. That's what's real. When you know yourself, you can see this without any doubt. You can see the power, the force, the energy, and you can see it right through the universe, and that you are a part of this. So bring in the power, that power within you. Bring clarity in everything you do, because there's no confusion in this space. When you know yourself, for you to know yourself, you got to see clearly. There's no ignorance, there's no darkness. This is the ultimate light within this space. And once you get here, then you can live in peace, and all that you are creating, you will create the best of the best. Because remember, when you become a child of the living Father, you are seeing behind the scene how the Father create things, because you're seeing the real energy, the real force at play. You're seeing the movement of everything. You can see how things come into being, and you can see how they come into the real existence on the outside. So once you are a child, just like how you can watch your parent do what they do and you can copy your parent, it's the same thing. Once you come in this space, in the kingdom of God, there's a lot of different names given to this place. Once you know yourself and you enter into this space, there's a top-notch clarity within this place, where you can see all the movement of everything that's been created. And once you understand and get to this, then you're on a different level, and you will live in peace. You will create whatsoever you want to create. abundance. You will get whatsoever you need here. Look, comment below. I know this is not for everybody, but if you understand what I'm saying here, then comment below. And once this is passing through you here, so you will, at some point, if you're on this journey, you will see exactly what it is. So you can watch this over again, because I'm sure you will get something out of it. So, blessing be with you always. Comment below and subscribe. Peace out.